Hey there, wonderful viewers. Welcome to our channel, where we dive into the exciting world of wealth, success, and personal development. Today, we're unpacking something truly game-changing, The Billion-Dollar Secret by Rafael Badziag. It's a treasure chest of insights from 21 self-made billionaires. Yes, billionaires. Now let's address the elephant in the room. You might be thinking, what can billionaires teach me? I'm just trying to make ends meet. But here's the twist. Wealth is not just about money. It's about how you think, act, and strategize. That's why today's video is titled, How Billionaires Stay Ahead. We will delve deep into mastering the 20 wealth principles. Staying ahead isn't just about getting rich, it's about staying relevant, innovative, and unstoppable. So grab a pen and paper because these principles might just change how you see the world. Subscribe to the channel and let's get started. All right, let's dive in with the first principle. Dream bigger than big. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain and seeing a climber at the peak. What do they see? A bigger mountain to conquer. That's the essence of dreaming. Big. It's not about reaching a destination, but constantly seeking new heights. Billionaires don't just aim for the next level. They aim for the stratosphere. Elon Musk isn't just building electric cars. He's envisioning a multi-planetary future for humanity. But why dream big? Because it creates momentum. When your goals are enormous, even small victories feel monumental. It's like running a marathon. Every mile marker feels like a win when your eyes are set on the finish line. Dreaming big stretches your imagination, forces you out of your comfort zone, and most importantly, sets you apart from the crowd. Now let's flip this perspective. Why do most people settle for smaller dreams? Fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of disappointment. But here's the thing, small dreams don't inspire action. They keep you in the safe zone, where growth is minimal. Ask yourself, what's the biggest dream you've ever had? Does it make your heart race just thinking about it? If not, maybe it's time to aim higher. After all, billionaires don't just dream, they dream bigger than big, because they understand that the size of your dreams determines the scale of your success. Let's dive into the next wealth principle. Embrace failure as a teacher. Here's a contrarian view. Failure is good. Yes, I said it. Billionaires don't fear failure. They embrace it as a vital part of their journey. They collect failures like trading cards, each one holding a unique lesson. Jeff Bezos once said, if you're not failing, you're not innovating enough. And he didn't just say it. He lived it. The Amazon Fire Phone? A spectacular flop. But that failure paved the way for successes like the Echo and Alexa, which redefined the smart home industry. Think of failure as the tuition fee for the school of success. Imagine a baby learning to walk. They stumble, fall, and often faceplant. But do they stop trying? Never. Each fall teaches them balance, persistence, and resilience. Now let's take a look at how society treats failure. Many people see it as the end of the road, a sign to give up. But billionaires? They see failure as a stepping stone. They know that each misstep is simply feedback, a clue on how to improve and move forward. Ask yourself, how do you react to failure? Do you let it define you or refine you? The next time something doesn't go as planned, remember, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Embrace it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Now, let's move on to the next principle. Master the art of networking. You've probably heard the saying, your network is your net worth. And if you haven't, now's the time to let it sink in. Billionaires don't climb the ladder of success alone. They build relationships that become their ladders. Rafael Badziag's research revealed that every billionaire he interviewed prioritized one thing above all: powerful connections. Think of your network as a garden. Are you planting seeds with people who inspire growth, share wisdom, and open doors? Or are you watering weeds that drain your energy and stifle your progress? Remember, the right connections don't just create opportunities, they expand your horizons and redefine what's possible. Take Richard Branson, for example. His Virgin Empire wouldn't exist without his ability to forge relationships with like-minded individuals and industry giants. Networking isn't just about who you know. It's about the value you bring to the table. Now here's the twist. Networking isn't just schmoozing at events. It's about authenticity. People are drawn to those who genuinely listen, provide value, and show up with integrity. Ask yourself, who's in your inner circle? Are they lifting you higher or holding you back? And if the answer isn't what you'd like it to be, it's time to start planting the seeds for a better network. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far and want more topics like this, comment the word "more" so I know. All right, let's dive into something super exciting and understand how billionaires stay ahead. The secret lies in their ability to master the long game. While most people focus on immediate rewards, getting that next paycheck, snagging the latest gadget, billionaires keep their eyes firmly on the horizon. Warren Buffett, for example, has held some of his stocks for decades, even during turbulent market dips. His secret? A deep understanding of value and a patience that most of us lack. Let's put this into perspective. Imagine life as a game of chess. The pawns represent your short-term goals, things like paying bills or meeting monthly quotas. Important, yes, but not the end game. The queen, however, is your long-term vision. It has the power to dominate the board and win the game. But here's the catch. Are you sacrificing your pawn strategically to win, or are you losing sight of the bigger picture? Consider Amazon's early days. Jeff Bezos operated at a loss for years, prioritizing growth and customer loyalty over short-term profits. Fast forward to today, and Amazon is an unparalleled juggernaut. Ask yourself, are your decisions today aligning with your vision for tomorrow? If not, it's time to shift gears. Remember, success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Keep your eyes on the prize and don't let short-term distractions derail your long-term ambitions. Let's move on to the next principle. Be obsessed with learning. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you learned something just for the love of it? Billionaires are relentless learners. For them, knowledge isn't just power, it's a competitive edge. Bill Gates reads 50 books a year, covering everything from global health to artificial intelligence. Elon Musk taught himself rocket science. Yes, rocket science. Think of your brain as a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it gets. But here's a twist. It's not just about consuming knowledge, it's about applying it. Every book you read, podcast you listen to, or skill you acquire is like adding another tool to your toolbox. And the more tools you have, the more problems you can solve. Now, let's address the excuses. I don't have time to read. Billionaires don't have more hours in the day than you do. They just prioritize learning because they know it pays exponential dividends. Even if it's 20 minutes a day, that adds up to over 120 hours a year. And here's the best part. Learning doesn't have to be boring. Explore topics that fascinate you, whether it's personal finance, technology, or even cooking. The more curious you are, the more you'll grow. Ask yourself, what's one new thing you could learn this week that could change your future? Commit to being a lifelong learner and watch opportunities unfold. Moving forward onto the next principle of wealth. Leverage time as an asset. Time is the one resource even billionaires can't buy more of. But here's the twist. They've found ways to maximize it. This wealth principle teaches us that success isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. Imagine you're rowing a boat with a spoon while the billionaire beside you uses a motor. That motor? Delegation, automation, and prioritization. Billionaires understand that their time is most valuable when spent on high-impact activities, those that align with their strengths and yield the highest returns. Everything else? They delegate. Take Richard Branson, for example. He doesn't micromanage his hundreds of virgin businesses. Instead, he empowers leaders to handle the details while he focuses on vision and strategy. Here's a relatable analogy. Think of time as water in a bucket. If you're not careful, it leaks away scrolling social media, procrastinating, or doing tasks that someone else could handle. Billionaires plug those leaks by outsourcing and automating. Ask yourself, are you spending your time where it matters most? What tasks could you delegate or eliminate to free up time for what truly moves the needle? The secret isn't to hustle endlessly. It's to make every second count. Stop rowing harder and start rowing smarter. All right, let's shift gears and discuss how to cultivate discipline. Discipline isn't sexy, but it's the foundation of every billionaire's success. Rafael Badziag's research reveals that billionaires don't rely on fleeting motivation to get things done. They stick to their routines like glue because they understand a powerful truth. Consistency compounds. It's not about doing a lot once. It's about doing a little every single day. Think of discipline as a thermostat, not a thermometer. A thermometer reacts to external conditions, while a thermostat sets the environment. When you cultivate discipline, you stop reacting to distractions and start controlling your outcomes. For example, Elon Musk's famously grueling schedule divides his days into 5-minute slots. It's extreme, but it shows the value of structured focus. Now let's bust a myth. Discipline doesn't mean depriving yourself of joy. It means prioritizing what truly matters over momentary indulgences. It's like planting a seed. You sacrifice a bit of comfort now to enjoy the shade of a tree later. Ask yourself, what's one habit you can commit to today that your future self will thank you for? Whether it's saving a set amount each month, exercising daily, or reading for 20 minutes a day, discipline isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Start small, stay consistent, and let the results speak for themselves. All right, guys, let's talk about something that's absolutely important for success. Embrace calculated risk. Here's the deal. Billionaires take risks, but they don't roll the dice blindly. They're strategists who weigh potential rewards against potential losses. Billionaires stay ahead by mastering this wealth principle. It often comes down to understanding how to manage risk effectively. Think of risk as fire. In the hands of a skilled chef, it cooks a gourmet meal. In the hands of someone careless, it can burn the kitchen down. The difference lies in preparation and control. Billionaires like Jeff Bezos use a concept called regret minimization. He asks himself, will I regret not taking this risk 10 years from now? If the answer is yes, he moves forward. Let's take a historical example, the Wright brothers. They risked ridicule and financial ruin to pursue their dream of flight. But their risks weren't reckless. They studied, experimented, and minimized potential failures. Today, their calculated risk transformed the way we travel. Ask yourself, are you taking risks that align with your goals, or are you letting fear hold you back? The question isn't, should I take risks? It's, how can I make this risk work for me? Remember, calculated risks aren't about gambling. They're about believing in your vision and taking strategic steps toward it. Now let's move on to the next wealth principle of the rich that people often ignore, and that is, build an unbreakable work ethic. Let's get real. Billionaires work hard. But here's the twist. It's not just about clocking hours, it's about working with purpose and focus. Rafael Badziag calls this active passion, a relentless drive to pursue what matters most. It's not about grinding for the sake of it. It's about channeling energy into activities that yield significant results. Picture yourself as an artist. Are you just splashing paint on a canvas without thought, or are you crafting a masterpiece with every stroke? Billionaires approach their work like the latter. They don't waste time on busy work. They focus on meaningful actions that move the needle. Take Serena Williams as an example. Her unbreakable work ethic isn't just about hours on the court. It's about the intensity and precision she brings to every practice. The same principle applies to business. It's not about how long you work, but how well you execute. Ask yourself, are you working hard on the right things? It's easy to stay busy, but are your efforts aligned with your bigger goals? Building an unbreakable work ethic isn't about sacrificing everything else. It's about prioritizing what truly matters and giving it your all. Be deliberate, be intense, and watch how your work transforms into greatness. All right, guys, let's talk about focusing on value, not money. This might sound ironic, but billionaires don't chase money, they chase value. This wealth principle reveals that true wealth flows to those who solve problems and create meaningful impact. For billionaires, money isn't the goal. It's the byproduct of adding value to the world. Think of money as a shadow. If you spend your life chasing it, it always seems just out of reach. But when you focus on standing tall by creating solutions, improving lives, or revolutionizing industries, the shadow naturally follows. Steve Jobs didn't build Apple with the goal of making billions. He wanted to create technology that redefined the way we live. The billions? They were a result of that unwavering focus on value. Now let's get practical. What value are you bringing to the table? Are you solving a problem, meeting a need, or inspiring change? Think of yourself as a gardener. Money is the fruit, but value is the soil, water, and sunlight that nurtures growth. Without value, the fruit simply doesn't exist. Ask yourself, what unique skills, talents, or ideas do you have that can create value for others? When you start focusing on value instead of money, you unlock doors to opportunities that are far greater than financial gain. Now, let's move on to the next wealth secret: turning setbacks into springboards. Let's talk about resilience. Billionaires don't just bounce back, they bounce higher. Rafael Badziag shares stories of billionaires who lost everything and rebuilt empires. Take Howard Schultz, the man behind Starbucks. Did you know his first pitch to investors was rejected over 200 times? Imagine if he had given up after the 50th no. Instead, he turned those setbacks into fuel to push harder, ultimately creating the global coffee empire we know today. Now, here's an unconventional perspective. Setbacks are disguised opportunities. Think of them like slingshots. The farther you're pulled back, the greater the potential for a powerful launch forward. But here's the catch. It's all about how you frame the situation. Picture this. You're driving on a road and suddenly there's a detour. Do you turn around and go home, or do you follow the new path to see where it leads? Billionaires always take the detour, knowing it might lead to something even better than the original destination. Ask yourself, what would happen if you saw every setback as a setup for a comeback? Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about transforming it into momentum. The next time life throws a curveball, catch it and throw it right back stronger, smarter, and more determined than ever. The next wealth principle: hire smarter people. Here's a fun question. Would you rather be the smartest person in the room or the one smart enough to hire geniuses? This is how billionaires stay ahead. They master this wealth principle. And doing so, they teach us that success isn't a solo act. It's a team effort. Think of your business or career as a band. Are you trying to play every instrument yourself? Or are you the conductor, bringing out the best in every player? Billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos didn't build their empires alone. They surrounded themselves with experts who excel in areas they don't. Bezos often says, "I'd rather interview 50 people and not hire anyone than hire the wrong person." Now let's flip this. Why do so many people hesitate to delegate? It's often a fear of losing control. But here's the irony: trying to do everything yourself doesn't give you control. It limits your potential. When you hire people smarter than you create a multiplier effect. Their expertise allows you to focus on your strengths while they handle the rest. Ask yourself, what tasks are you holding on to that someone else could do better? Imagine the time and energy you'd free up by trusting the right people. Remember, great leaders don't do it all. They empower others to shine. That's the billionaire mindset in action. Now let's move on to the next wealth secret. Manage energy, not just time. Energy is your fuel, and billionaires are masters at managing it. While most people obsess over time management, billionaires focus on energy management. Why? Because all the hours in the day are meaningless if you're too drained to use them effectively. Think about it. When do you do your best work? In the morning when you're fresh, or at the end of the day when you're running on fumes? Here's a secret. Billionaires schedule their high-energy tasks like brainstorming, strategy, or innovation during their peak energy hours. Low-energy activities like emails or administrative tasks, they delegate or save them for later. It's all about working with your natural rhythm instead of against it. Picture your day as a battery. Each task either charges or drains it. Are you spending your energy on activities that truly matter, or wasting it on distractions? Billionaires avoid energy vampires, those tasks, people, or habits that sap their energy without adding value. Ask yourself, how can you prioritize tasks that energize you and delegate the ones that don't? Managing energy is like fueling a race car. With the right balance, you can accelerate toward your goals instead of stalling on the track. Now let's move on to the next principle. Stay humble, stay hungry. Humility is underrated in a world obsessed with self-promotion. Yet billionaires understand that staying grounded while keeping their ambition alive is the key to continued growth. This wealth principle emphasizes that humility helps you stay teachable, while hunger keeps you striving for more. Think about it. The moment you believe you know it all, you stop learning. And when you stop learning, you stop growing. Picture yourself as a sponge. Are you soaking up new knowledge, or have you turned into a rock, deflecting ideas and opportunities? Take Warren Buffett as an example. Despite being one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet, he spends hours reading and learning every day. His humility keeps him open to new information, while his hunger ensures he's always on the lookout for the next opportunity. Ask yourself, are you balancing humility and hunger in your own life? Humility isn't about thinking less of yourself, it's about being open to improvement. Hunger, on the other hand, is the drive that pushes you to reach higher. Together, they create the perfect recipe for long-term success. Stay humble, stay hungry, and the sky's the limit. All right, let's dive into something super exciting, the next wealth principle that people often ignore, and that is mastering emotional control. Money is emotional, but billionaires don't let their feelings drive their decisions. Whether markets are crashing, competitors are circling, or critics are shouting, they remain calm under pressure. It's this emotional control that separates the pros from the amateurs. Think of emotions as waves. Are you riding them confidently, staying steady and balanced, or are you drowning under their weight, letting fear or greed dictate your choices? Billionaires like Rafael Badziag's interviewees know that emotions are fleeting, but decisions have long-lasting consequences. Consider the stock market. During crashes, fear consumes most people, leading them to sell at a loss. Billionaires? They see opportunity. While others panic, they buy undervalued assets, knowing the market will recover. It's not that they don't feel fear, they just don't let it control them. Ask yourself, how do you react under pressure? Are you a cool-headed strategist or a knee-jerk reactor? Emotional control is like steering a ship in a storm. The waves are inevitable, but a steady hand on the wheel ensures you stay on course. Practice stepping back, breathing deeply, and making decisions based on logic, not emotion. The calmer you are, the stronger you'll become. Billionaires don't put all their eggs in one basket. They understand that diversification isn't just a safety net, it's a wealth-building strategy. This wealth principles emphasizes the importance of building income streams that weather any storm. Imagine your income as a table. How many legs does it have? If it's a single paycheck from a 9-to-5 job, your table is fragile, easily tipped over by a layoff or economic downturn. Now picture a table with multiple legs: stocks, rental properties, side businesses, dividends, royalties. The more legs, the sturdier it stands. Take Richard Branson, for example. His Virgin brand spans over 400 companies across industries like music, travel, and telecommunications. If one business faces challenges, others keep his empire afloat. This diversification isn't accidental, it's intentional. Ask yourself, what are your income streams? If it's just one or two, how can you start building more? Maybe it's investing in the stock market, starting a side hustle, or monetizing a hobby. The goal isn't to overwhelm yourself, but to plant seeds that grow over time. Remember, multiple income streams don't just create stability, they open doors to exponential growth. Let's dive onto the next subject. Be a giver, not just a taker. Generosity creates abundance. Billionaires like Oprah Winfrey and Bill Gates understand that giving back doesn't diminish wealth, it multiplies it. They don't give because they have money because they give. This wealth principles reveals that a giving mindset fosters a cycle of prosperity. Think of generosity as planting seeds in a community garden. The more you contribute, the richer the harvest, not just for others, but for yourself. Bill Gates has donated billions to global health and education through the Gates Foundation. While his giving has transformed lives worldwide, it's also enhanced his legacy and influence. Generosity doesn't always have to mean money. It could be time, knowledge, or mentorship. Helping others creates goodwill, builds strong networks, and often leads to unexpected opportunities. The universe has a funny way of rewarding those who lift others up. Ask yourself, how can you make giving a cornerstone of your success strategy? Whether it's volunteering, donating to a cause, or mentoring someone, start small. Generosity isn't just noble, it's practical. By giving, you create a ripple effect of abundance that comes back tenfold. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice, it's a powerful strategy for staying motivated and grounded. Billionaires understand this deeply. They don't wait until they've reached the pinnacle of success to feel grateful. They practice it daily, regardless of where they are in their journey. Gratitude helps them maintain perspective and keeps them connected to what truly matters. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. Despite her immense success, she starts each day by listing things she's grateful for. This habit isn't just about positivity, it's about reinforcing a mindset of abundance. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you're more open to opportunities and less burdened by stress or envy. Think of gratitude as a lens. Are you looking at life through a filter of abundance or scarcity? Gratitude transforms the way you see challenges, turning obstacles into stepping stones and setbacks into lessons. Ask yourself, what's one thing you're grateful for today that you might have overlooked? It could be as simple as a kind word from a friend or the opportunity to learn something new. The more you practice gratitude, the more you'll attract success and fulfillment into your life. All right, guys, let's talk about something that's absolutely important for success. Leave a legacy. Billionaires think far beyond their bank accounts. They think about their impact. Leaving a legacy isn't just about wealth, it's about the difference you make in the lives of others and the mark you leave on the world. This wealth principles emphasizes that success isn't complete until it transcends the individual. Consider Bill and Melinda Gates, who have pledged to donate most of their fortune to philanthropic causes. Their legacy isn't just about their achievements in business. It's about their contributions to eradicating diseases, improving education, and advancing global equality. Their story reminds us that true success is measured by the positive ripple effects we create. Leaving a legacy doesn't require billions of dollars. It's about using your unique gifts to inspire and uplift others. Whether it's mentoring, creating art, or building a business that improves lives, your legacy starts with the actions you take today. Ask yourself, what kind of legacy are you building, and how will it impact the world after you're gone? The choices you make now shape the story you'll leave behind. Make it one that inspires others to dream bigger and do better. And there you have it, 20 amazing subjects on how billionaires stay ahead. Remember, this wealth principles isn't just about making money. It's about mastering the mindset, strategies, and habits that create lasting success. From dreaming big to leaving a legacy, these principles reveal that wealth isn't just a number. It's a way of thinking and living. Now it's your turn. Which principle resonated with you the most? Was it building multiple income streams, mastering emotional control, or practicing gratitude? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found value in this video now, I recommend you watch the next video in our series. Don't forget to hit the like button and share it with someone who needs these insights. And of course, subscribe for more transformational content that empowers you to reach your full potential. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay inspired, stay curious, and keep striving for greatness. I'll see you in the next video.